Hello, my name is Megan. I used to live in Japan for the JET program, and I was there from November 2021 until August 2024. And you'll have to forgive my the way I sound, because I'm actually a little bit sick right now. But I wanted to make a video about things that I regret about the time that I lived in Japan, because there were a lot of things that I wish that I did differently, and I hope that I can help out anyone who feels like they might not make the most of their experience during their visit to Japan, during their working in Japan, during whatever it is. If you move there, if you're on the JET program like I was. So I want to share that with you. Number one is not being very outgoing and overthinking everything because of learning about tatemae and honne. I will first explain what tatemae and honne is. So tatemae is your public-facing mask, or your public-facing face. And it's meant to conform, it's meant to be collectivist, it's meant to be an act of harmony to the group. While honne is your real face, your inwards true self. And that's going to be what you really think of people, what you really think of the world, your true thoughts and opinions. And when I found out about this, little socially anxious me was blown out of the water. I felt like everything I knew about Japanese people was a lie. I felt like I could no longer be my authentic self to people because I felt like I had to conform. And I ended up conforming a little too much in the way that I wasn't myself. I wasn't very outgoing. I didn't make a lot of friends. I just tried to get along with everyone, not stir the pot, not make any waves. And in a way, I feel like some people appreciated that, but when you're a foreigner, people aren't expecting you to conform to Japanese standards, I guess, especially as an ALT. And I don't think I understood that, and I didn't feel confident or bold enough to overcome it. And I wish that I had. I wish that I had just been authentically me. And I think that would have really helped me overcome a lot of problems. The next one actually is very similar. So the next one is not making Japanese friends. And I tried. The way that you make friends in Japan is a little different. It's not entirely different, but I feel like you have to be a lot more consistent with it, because you can't be someone's bestie right off the bat, kind of like in the US. If you click, you click in the US. If you click in Japan, it's like you have to go on 10 more friendship dates before they're like, yeah, we're really good buds. And I wasn't consistent with it. And also, I didn't realize that a lot of the guys who I was meeting, a lot of these guys just wanted a relationship out of me. And even their family sometimes would be in on it. They'd be like, well, your boyfriend's 4 hours away. That's really far away. Like, what if you got married to a Japanese person? I was shocked. Like, I had to pretend that I was engaged to get out of this one really awkward situation, because this guy was like gonna confess to me, and I really didn't want him to, because I told him over and over that I had a boyfriend who was like a really serious relationship, and his mom was like in on it, trying to get him with me. There was some weird situations. Anyway, I wish that I had looked for more Japanese women to be friends with, and I wish that I'd been more consistent with it. Number 3. This is a doozy. Well, it's not really. I think this one's very understandable for anyone who has lived in Japan or who's visited Japan. You'll know. I wish that I didn't spend so much money. I really wish that I didn't. I was spending about $60 a month on rent. My utilities were really low. Everything that I was spending in terms of cost of living was really affordable. But I was spending so much on cute things, on thrifting, all sorts of things. Like you can see I have these little stuffed animals up there. I have so many little collectibles and cute little figurines. And I ended up living like paycheck to paycheck towards the end because I overspent. And I wish that I didn't do that. I wish that I'd saved money. The next one is I wish that I didn't bring any clothes to Japan. I wish that I brought nothing because everything there fits me so well because I'm short and relatively petite. I didn't wear any of the clothes that I brought from the US. Not only were they not in style, but I found clothes that were cuter, that fit me better, that were more appropriate for the workplace when I was in Japan. And you can find them in the thrift stores, like, for really cheap. So I wish that I didn't bring any clothes, because that was ridiculous. The fact that I brought, like, 2 suitcases of clothes and didn't wear any of them. The next one is, I wish that I had spent more time nurturing my hobbies, because while I was there, I didn't really spend time nurturing myself. I ended up just making shopping my hobby. Yeah. And that is a really bad hobby to have. If you've never been a shopaholic before, it drains your bank account. It feels compulsive, like you have to do it. Overall, it's just a really vicious cycle. And I wish that I had nurtured my hobbies, like making videos, being productive. I wish that I had painted more. I wish that I had drawn more. I wish that I read more books. I wish that I had studied more Japanese, because I've really let everything fall by the wayside. Just in my little bubble. I felt really lonely. I felt a little depressed. And I just let everything go. And I don't want that to happen to anyone else. And I don't want that to happen to me again either, because that was not fun. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. If you also have some similar experiences, I'd love to hear about that too. So just give me a comment. I love to read. And have a great day. Bye.